All right, all right, all right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is, COVID, December 27th, 2020, Sunday, right? All right. So tonight's show, just going to be in and out of here in an hour and 20 minutes. So just to react, because that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to react, not in a angry tone, but in a really tone. I can't believe what these guys are doing on Twitter. It is really funny to me. As funny can be when it comes to people not liking you. I really find it hysterical because this is about really Joe Murgia more than it is about Danny Silva. What is his name? Danny the Bull Silva, and Joe REDRUM Murgia, or Joe REDRUM Murder. I mean, either way. Just because it's about me, I just want to talk about it for a little bit, because I want to point out some issues with what they said, the way they think, the way they're hypocrites, because this is what the far left Twitter UFO group is about, giving bad information to good people. And when you've been in the field a while, you see these people come and go. I used to be one of those people, but I didn't leave. I snapped out of it. After my first year, that's when I changed. I didn't change after 3 years or 4 years. I changed rather quickly for being in the field. But I have to talk about it. And then I want to talk about some sightings that happened recently that, again, I don't want to be the bad guy. I'm not trying to be the bad guy. I'm trying to be the right guy. The guy that that really thinks critically and knows for a fact. I can't say with certainty 100% on everything, but if it looks like a plane, if it flies like a plane, it's a plane. And there's no shape-shifting UFOs. How do you know? Come on, okay? Because you can track planes now. You can track almost everything except for balloons. You could even track a drone if you get the FAA number off of it. A DJI drone, at least. You got to sign in with the app, and the FAA, they approve you. And if you go over a certain height, not height, there's no TH in height. Not that way anyway, not at the end. But if even when you go over the 400 minimum height, it says, hey, did you check with the FAA if you can go this high, asshole? And then you're like, oh, yeah, it's 400 feet. No, I didn't check. 1,000. No, I don't break the law. Try not to. You know, speeding, driving, and that stuff. But it's just a weird thing that these... We'll talk about it. Roll call. Hey, B. Baker. Even on a Sunday, we got B. Baker here. B. Baker, because two B's are better than one. IR Film. Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Cashew Gazoon one of the nicest people. Seriously, if you ever become friends with Cashew, you can trust. Killy, Billiams. Cool name, man. Or Billiams Killy. I don't know which way to read it, but either way, welcome to this show. Tina Mobley. Not Bill Mobley. Leah Watt. Welcome to the show. I'm not sure if I've made your acquaintance. Welcome. Sallyman Sal or Sal Sallyman. You know, I never realized I was saying it wrong, probably. Lee Bodge. Hapa Lee Bodge. What's up, my man? Is Richie doing the show on his Nokia? Tell me why you say that. Is something wrong with the stream? Can somebody let me know if it's not clear? Why would you say that? I'm just curious. I'm not mad. I just want to know. So we'll wait. Rich. Oh, Jesus, Jaime, you scared the hell out of me. I was about to drink it. Oh, no. I got a Red Bull for you tonight. Why didn't you get me the one that Pat Walker told me to get? Hey, I looked for it. It wasn't in the aisle. No, couldn't find. I went with something that I know works for you because it gives you wing. You need a wing right around now, Rish. Thanks, Jaime. Jaime Mosan, everybody. Yeah, I know, me too. He's like this. Lori Oliphant, by the way, thank you for the $20 super chat at the crack of the show's beginning there. Oh, where is it? I can't get to it to post it on the window. But thank you. I didn't want to forget. It was an accident. And I'll just see a $9 and Dr. J. Holy John. I didn't realize that was you. Dr. J Radio Live. What a nice thing. John, $9.99. That's a super chat. I like the yellow. I love that yellow. I like red. I like the rainbow of colors. Thank you so much, Mr. Generoso. You guys are great. GUFON is totally supported by you. I live off that. Thank you so much. It goes right back into the show. If there's not anybody working harder than me in ufology, really at this point, third phase of Moon does it more than anybody I've ever talked to. It's crazy how many, what do they call it? Rods they have, irons they have in the fire. There's always 3 or 4 things in the making. Never see anything like it. It's kind of motivated me, as you could tell. Making videos for third phase. Got a really good one coming up later tonight. I'll be posting something to third phase tomorrow. Another one will come out in the morning. I'm on a mission. Yeah, I'm on a mission. I think I figured it out. A balance between what I can handle and what I need to handle. I'm not working hard enough. Not. But I needed the time off. The holiday was the perfect time. I regrouped. I think I've gotten over feeling like I'm repeating a lot of stuff. Yeah, I know we just talked about Twitter 2 days ago. But this is what's going on in life. Anyway, John, thank you very much. Lunar Sparkles, thank you as well. Right? It was Lunar Sparkles who sent that, yeah? Yeah, it was. Who else is here? Big Cat. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. Zach Diecast Monsu. Welcome back. Good to see you guys on a Sunday night. What are we doing? 0 points here. What is your thumbnail? I can't. Oh, it's 2 aliens? It's so darn tiny. Let's see if we put it up here if I can see. Oh, it is aliens. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. 0 point. Great name. That's a great name. I wish I had that name. I would name, if I could rename the show, I would call it 0 point. I really would. I'd like to start a channel with that. I'll be 0.1111. Yeah. Ooh, can I? Can we talk? All right. I'm excited. Look, see, ideas are out there. Good ideas. That's a good one. You have it. I hope you're doing something with that too. Off-World Space Adam, just like Dark Hour Space Paranormal. What's up, Off-World Adam? Good to see you. Welcome. JP Bass Senior. You get that same connotation, syllabalalities that Zach Diecast Monsu gets. People want to know, why do you do the roll call? What do you mean, why do I do why? Why do I? Why I'm still flying off the coffee. I had this huge cappuccino. My sister got married today, so we went to the wedding, and it was at this restaurant, and it was freaking beautiful. I'm making a little documentary for her about the wedding and the love story between her and her 8th grade love. It goes back to junior high. Yeah, pretty cool story, actually. It was really a nice day, and I didn't want to go because of the COVID thing, and I thought it would be a weird, I don't know, but I'm glad. That's all I'm going to say, because I get mushy because I remember how good it was that I needed to be there. Crazy, eh? Welcome to the show. Dog Walker, David, 71. We're rounding home. Electro Alien, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Not sure if I ever have. Dobramo Renov, hey, welcome. William K, 2 R's at the end of that K. Coral Ann in the TV, still in the TV set. See, Coral Ann goes back to the movie Poltergeist with Carol Ann in the TV set. So that she's been around since the beginning. She was in the Strong 300, right? Yeah. We had a good 300. Still, they're still here. Almost everybody. Oh, wait. Thanks, Dr. J. I came back up. Space Jansen Haynes, welcome to the show. I see, I don't want to miss these people I don't remember seeing. IR Film, welcome. I'm not sure if I said hi, but what the hell? I'll say it again. All right. I got to move on. Bill Romano. That's Bill Romanek, right? Isn't that the guy who played football? What was his name? Bill Romanek? God, Steve Grilly, don't want to forget you. Alien Girl, Uno. Welcome to the show. Space Jansen Haynes, yes, I said that. Sir Wolf, 67. We're almost the same age. Mary Hall. Bad Boy Breeze, what's up? 3 Bs are better than 1. You're the only 3B we got. Please keep coming back for more. All right, Mario Heat and Mike Johnson and Minnie Main. Where are you guys coming from? Thank you very much. Occam's Razor. Look at all these people. I feel like Magnolia V12. Feel like making chew. Hello, Rich. Hello, chat. Hope you are all well. We can put this. I'm using StreamYard servicing tonight, just so you know. GUFON, you are blurry. Must be internet. Damn it. You want me to cancel and just come back on OBS? Because we don't have problems on OBS, you know? Am I still, the first 15 minutes of the show, it's like this on StreamYard. That's why I got away from it. I wanted to use it tonight for the behind thing. Am I still a little, I love StreamYard, and you really can't have a faster internet than what I have. I've got 1 terabyte MBPs. You understand? I went from 100 to 300. All clear now. Okay, it cleared out. I think what happens is, and now I'm at 1 terabyte. You got to check this out. I'm not kidding. You think I'm kidding? Can I just show? Let me just show you. You're gonna love it. Look at this. Hold on. How do I bring that over? I don't know if that'll work. I want to show you my goods. I want to show you my goods. All right, I'm going to show you. Oh, come on. I got to, you know, when you only got one brain, you try to use it sparingly. You know, you try to save it. Here it is. Oh, you're not supposed to see that. You dill. Where? What is going on? All right, I can do it on this. I have it. You can tell I'm not used to StreamYard anymore. Let's go back here. Where is the speed test? There we go. Check that out. Look at that. 952 down, 35 pretty much up. Tell me I have a blurry. Well, we do know I do have connectivity issues here, but as fast as I can get the internet, it has helped minimize that blur when we use StreamYard. But it's only the first 15 minutes. Now, I only use StreamYard now sparingly. Usually that would be for interviews, but it's okay. Hey, Valerian the Mac. What's up? All right, I'm going to take a drink. We'll get started. Stuart Bodwell, welcome to the show. You know, Keshu Gesundheit. Hey, Mongolian Monster. I don't think I said hello. We've had a couple of super chats from Lori Oliphant, $20. And I forget who just sent me that? Dr. J Radio. That's right. I'm not good with names, especially short-term memory. That short-term memory gets me every day, usually in the morning and once in the afternoon for some reason. Oh, I smoke weed. Yeah, for pain. Once a day, maybe twice. I don't. It takes me forever to get through an eighth a month, I think. But I still have all of this pen left, this 90%. I only used it three times. And all 3 times it was too much. It was too much. I felt great, but then I got paranoid for like half an hour, and I hate that feeling. I start thinking of why my life sucks, but it doesn't. It really doesn't. But you create this, like, what if I don't get a job and by this or that or the other thing, and then you're like, oh my God, what if I get kicked out? Oh my God, I'd be broke. How would I get my and then it starts snowballing. I'm going to be homeless. I could be homeless. Oh my God. I'd have to sell everything. Would somebody take me in? I'd wonder. I'd be like, well, I know if my parents were dead, that's what I'm saying. If they weren't the bailout during the lockdown. But the super chats have helped me survive. Like, you guys know it. All right. So what started this Twitter, how should I say, it's not even a relationship, because the other night on Grant Cameron, Nicole Sakich's show, that was the first time we ever had verbal communication, and it was 5 minutes or less. Okay. And I went there. I was in a good mood. I would be like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to be with UFO Twitter. I even said to Nicole, you sure? And she's like, it's okay. She goes, we want to have a little bit of more than just a one-way side of thinking, more or less. Because when they come on, it's all a TTSA love fest. I'm talking about Joe Murgia and Danny Silva. They are part of the UFO Twitter Young Guns that Grant Cameron dubbed them. Now, I'm going to be honest, because I always am. And this is what's weird about ufology, especially there. That's the weird part. Ufology is not weird. UFO Twitter's weird. And even on Facebook. All right? It poured over. The weird thing about it is they think I'm somebody I'm not. And I don't mean, no, they don't think I'm Rich Giordano. They know I'm Rich Giordano. But they have no idea of my history. Obviously. But it doesn't mean anything, right? Because that doesn't mean a thing. They love TTSA so much that when I went on Twitter and talked about Lou Elizondo being, possible disinfo guy, whatever it was, when he came on board, I made comments about everything. But when Lou came on board, I'm like, come on, this guy lied for a living. And I know that was to our enemy in time of combat. I get it. But a professional liar, that's a skill. That's a skill. And one I never even thought about, a professional liar. It's a weird way to live as a professional liar. Your whole life is a lie. You got to remember everything. That's not easy. So I didn't really know much about Lou, but when I looked into Lou, how far are you going to get? He worked with ATIP, OSAP. He worked at, with the government, and he ran it. Who knows? He was there. Interesting. But he wasn't getting anywhere with the higher ups. So out of frustration, he left, right? Isn't that the story? I admire that. I don't hate Lou. Just at the time, I said, something's not right. You're going to bring a guy who was a professional liar and then worked in ATIP and now is part of TTSA, and the only one who didn't work with the government, Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge, of all people. So I don't understand how you could love something that really isn't, it's just weird. It just, something's not right. And it never was. And they didn't like what I said. I didn't like what they said. We're not going to change each other's minds. And I do come off on Twitter as brash, but it's more of like comedy in a way. I'm sarcastic, but it doesn't come across that way. And some tweets, after I type them in and I hit send, I've deleted them. I'm like, no, that sounds mean, I guess. So I tried, but I didn't want them to think that what they were saying was correct, because TTSA was not going to usher in disclosure, even though we all imagined that they were. They really weren't. And we found that out when Lou Elizondo, Christopher Mellon, and Steve Justice left, that it's time to change gears, move forward, do something else, because TTSA ain't working, and we're not working with Tom DeLonge. So an article was written by Dave Scott of Spaced Out Radio. So anyway, just to jump back, that's pretty much why the relationship was never really a relationship. It was just me passing by, dropping a few bombs on Twitter, stirring the pot a little bit, I guess. But it also creates conversation, but it never was that. It was an immediate attack from Joe Murgia or anybody part of that group. And I use Joe Murgia because he's the loudmouth of the group. There's others, but not as loud. But, there was, and I'm not saying, I don't know if, I think he did stoop as low as saying, idiot, calling me those kind of things. And, I got home from the wedding. I probably should have done this tomorrow. I should have probably spent a few hours and got everything in order. But my mindset of talking about this tonight was looking at the tweets for the first time. So I scrolled down on Twitter And I found out where it started, sort of around there. And I'm going to read them with you here in a moment. But as a researcher in the field, and I think I'm doing a damn good job. I don't think I am. I don't see how people don't get what I do. But the far left don't. They don't get me. They don't, and they won't, and they can't. And I always thought I imagined it. Like, wait. And then when the election came around, you start seeing who they really affiliate with, as far as the presidential, right, left, whatever. And it was all the same. And I'm like, wow, that is really interesting. The people I generally don't get along with are from the far left or the left now, whatever you want to call it. I mean, there may be one or two, but it's like 50 to 2. It's a very weird statistic. And then when you look back at what happened a few weeks ago with Tim McShillan from the deflate.org, putting up that picture that was supposed to be a triangular shaped UFO looking like a balloon, he's far left. Bob McGuire, the night before that Tim was putting that story out on the magazine, far left, or just left, whatever you want to call it. And then what happened when the picture came out? Balloon. Not a UFO. Everybody who looks at that knows for sure it matches up to not only that Batman balloon, the maker of that shape, but there's other companies that make that shape. So it's not just one company. And then now my wheels are spinning. I'm like, oh my God. He talked about this thing as if we were going to see it coming out of the water and hovering vertically over submarines. That's what he said. Part of the story was it shot up into the sky, right? And these are the guys that were just happening to be flying by. Is that a UFO? Yeah, take a picture of it. Okay, I got my phone out of my pocket. I even think that thing has been put there. I think it's a fake. Just what I said. The box around it, it's too perfect. It looks like, I know you can do better than that when you fake something. But I actually think when they fake something, they leave the evidence visible. So it's their way of saying, hey, this is a fake, but it's real. I'm covering up something. I think that's what happens. I think that's what they did with the moon. Yeah. Just blur it out enough, but not all the way. Yeah, you can still see structures. Oh, they painted, they covered up. The moon? Come on. It's the solar system is 4 billion years old. You don't think there was life farting around here 1 billion years ago? Come on, come on. Come on. And now my wheels are spinning, right? I'm like, oh my God. Lou Elizondo was on Unidentified 2 years. We saw flares, planets, skydivers that their experts said was CGI. The expert looked at it, said it's CGI, when in fact it was parachuters with the smoke things on the boots. That's how you know it's bullshit with them. They don't do any research. Joe's telling me, do your research, Rich. Yeah, telling me, tell your own guy Lou to do research. He's showing the world skydivers, calling them UFOs, and then his guy, his expert, says that it's CGI. How could it be an expert looking at that photo saying it's CGI when we know for a fact it was skydivers? and they came forward. They said it's us. And their expert from TTSA said it's CGI. So I'm adding all this up. I can't believe nobody else is adding it up. Actually, Third Phase of Moon was adding it up. They saw it. See, you guys don't know. You want to, oh, they're the hoaxers. Not, they're smarter than just about everybody out there. It's pretty amazing stuff when you look at it. I'm not looking for it. That's how good my eye is. I'm not looking for it. It's being in the field a while. I may not have seen that 5 years ago. But now you learn how to look at stuff, and you find a lot of mistakes and a lot of lying. Because if that guy was an expert and he said that CGI, when in fact it's skydivers, should be fired. He should be fired. So I think you want to start adding up all the problems with what Lou brought in. Not only that, calling everything a threat. What is the deal? Why are you doing this? I don't understand. It has nothing to do with UFOs. They tried to get funding, apparently, and I'm not sure it's true. Apparently, Tom DeLonge paid these people for a year or two out of his own pocket. It came to like $5 million. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's what I heard. I haven't done any research on this in 2 days, anything, because Christmas, wedding, sleep. But I didn't think I had to. I mean, 4 people contacted me. Did you see what they're talking about on Twitter? And I'm like, what? You didn't see what they're saying about you? And I'm like, oh boy, here we go again. I don't really care. That's why you don't see any responses from me, because I didn't know till today. I didn't know. And you know what? Nothing. It didn't change my life. I didn't get hurt. They were thinking I was probably going to reply on there. No, I'd rather just talk. You get to see what I'm saying and understanding the emotion behind it, instead of just reading a tweet and not getting the sarcasm or the gist of what I'm saying. It's just weird. And I've talked about it a lot in the last 10 days. I know. Don't think I don't know. But I know. What am I supposed to do? Not say anything? Not talk about it? They don't. Here's the deal. And I don't know who he is or where he comes from or how he got here. But how does Danny the Doorknob Silva get all of these interesting, secretive stories? Who is this guy? You know how hard it is to get some of the things he's gotten, some access. Either he was brought in, like I think, and I know I'm wrong. I might be, but it's just weird how this group found all of each other right away within days. It seemed like they found each other and they created this group, and they created these talk shows, these podcasts, and are getting George Knapp. I mean, they've only been out a year. How do you get that connection? And there's a whole line of not what you know, it's who you know, of a who you know game. And that goes all the way to Crying Ryan. That's Ryan Sprague, for those of you who don't know. That guy is a zero. So how does he get a TV show, right? And get the guests he gets? It's really funny. It's a weird world. And I was starting to go down that road in my first year. I was on TV, went on popular radio shows. I was believing that I was seeing UFOs, and people were believing me. Until I started thinking, Why do people believe me? Nobody's come to the house to see where I shoot these things. Nobody's vetted me. Why do they believe me? Because the footage looks good, my wife said at the time. She goes, because your stuff looks like UFOs. I go, but it can't be. And there's got to be a logical explanation. So when I bought the new lens after about a year, which gave me incredible magnification off this camera I had, things that I thought were UFOs were balloons, birds, all sorts of mundane things. Then I did the balloon tests, the website, it was boots on the ground, going out, meeting with, networking with all sorts of people. The website took off. Over 900,000 people, original views came to that website every month for about 5 months until it got the X, the virus of all viruses. So, these guys don't know that, though. They don't know anything about me. They have no idea what I've done. All they know is they hear me going off in here on the show, talking about people in a realistic way. I don't understand why we can't talk about you, why you get so mad at the way I talk. It's the way I talk. It's the attitude, because I'm pissed, because I don't like it. I don't like it that nobody questions you. And when they do, you attack. I've seen it 100 times with Joe Murgia. A lot. And fighting with Nicole. It's really weird. It's a weird, let me show you. I keep forgetting. So I think it starts, hold on. I want to make sure I got the right one here. So basically, I went on the show, Grant Cameron show with Nicole. It's on Nicole Sackage too on YouTube. And the article Dave wrote started getting some people reading it, and a lot of people really liked it and said, you're spot on. And one of the things was what Dave told me, write what you think is the reason you're not really trusting TTSA. And I gave him a novel, and there was 5 things I think that I brought up. And one of the things was the 3 videos. So when I was on Grant Cameron show with Nicole and these 2 guys, the question was, so what did you write about, Rich? Well, I wrote about the 3 videos. That I think one's a jet, one is a drone, and the go fast, I don't know, maybe a bird, but I don't think it is what they tell us, is what I said. And then I said, I told them about the 1993 Iraqi story where they saw the drones doing undrone things, zipping off into the sky, 90-degree turns. And that was in 93. So from 93 to 2004, when Fravor saw the Tic Tac, that was 11 years later. They could have made that drone look like the Tic Tac we see today. And I put up, because with the gimbal, it turns and it's got these protrusions. And everybody says, look at that. It's making a 90-degree. Looks like it's hovering. And remember, I posted a picture of the drones from back then and today. And you could see it. Jesus, man, a drone could make those maneuvers. Hell yeah, it could probably defy gravity too. If there is gravity. I don't know what you call it, Alex. Anyway, I said that's what I wrote about. I told Dave, and Nicole somehow lost connection, and then Grant started talking, and he says, it's not really about the 3 videos. You shouldn't really be talking about planes. I'm paraphrasing. And then he said, something to the effect, maybe we shouldn't be talking about planes. And I wasn't going to jump in my first time on his show. And then Danny Silva started talking, and he says, yeah, you know what, Grant? We shouldn't be talking about the planes. That's got nothing to do with this. I'm like, the reason the planes were brought up is because that's what I wrote about. But then then Joe started talking, and he's saying how, yeah, same thing basically, and that these guys, Lou Elizondo's done a lot more work than a lot of people here. And I'm like, oh, so now we should believe a guy who was, trained liar, worked with the government. Now we believe the guys in our government. So it wasn't really much. That was pretty much it. But there was 2 or 3 pop shots they took, and I don't know who Dave Altman is. Whatever is Dave Altman, laying on that couch. This catnip walking all around him, vaping. Yeah. And I shouldn't have a show. That guy shouldn't even be seen doing that shit. Yeah. Great guy you got there. See, they don't like the way I talk. They don't. Because I say things that other people are thinking. Say Lou's a liar. I think Lou's a bully. He reminds me of a bully. He didn't get his way. Can't work with Tom. We could look at it that way too. We're only hearing one side of the story. We're not even hearing Tom's side. We're not hearing Hal Puthoff. They're not saying, we didn't hear anything. All we heard was what Lou said. I'm moving next gear and move on to bigger and better things is what he's saying. There's a rumor going around that he may be, and get ready for this one, he may be a Men in Black guy. He may be Man in Black. That's what I heard. Twice. I don't know if that's true. He doesn't really fit the bill, but I think of Phil Schneider when I think of that possibility. Look, we work in a dangerous field. We really do. We really do. A lot of people out there who really do work in the government, who really don't want the truth to be out there, who will silence you and make it look like a natural thing. Heart attack, too many pills, fell out of a window, I don't know, got run over by a truck. I mean, these things happen. Here's part of a tweet. I'm just going random. This is the first one I came up on. I didn't see. This is what UFO Joe says. He is a massive Muppet who sees third phase of moon as legit and now has a mother channel that's a clone of them idiots. It's a sister channel, you idiot. You see how stupid? You see what I mean? It's a sister channel. Third phase of moon is the mother channel. So then they said, the tweet was, hey, if you really want to know, look. I didn't think, Joe says, I didn't think there was anybody who thought less of myself and my work than I did. I was wrong. I did laugh at GUFON. It's GUFON's radio shots at me. As far as Lieutenant Tim McShillan and I, do your homework, Rich. Yeah. RG is on Space That's Me on radio a lot. He's taken the place of Zuger as the shock jock. Oh my God, this is awful. How dare you compare me to what Zuger does? That's really awful. I like that one too. That is just awfully mean. Oh my God, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Just so people know, Zuger is not a good delivery of the information. Maybe that's my problem. All I know is Zuger thought like me. Chris George Zuger. The guy knows everything about nothing. Chris George Zuger. Hi, I'm Chris Zuger. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Chris Judge Zuga. You got to use all three or I won't respond, Zuger. It's true. This is great. This is what somebody said. If you really want to know about Rich, I don't know where it went, but it said, what happened? You see, I don't need this. Going forward, I won't be appearing on any shows, panels with anybody who associates with Giordano. Really? I mean, you're killing me here. This is so far over the line with how a human should act because of my last show. Everybody knows I want to cover UFOs, paranormal, but I won't lower my values and standards to do it. You've already done that. I didn't say anything mean about them. I didn't say anything mean. But this is from the Out There channel. Oh, it's not? Yeah, here it is. No. That is so weird. How come I can't see it anymore? This has got to be it. Oh my God. So now I can't see it. I have no problem with Rich or anybody else saying whatever they want. Google nor YouTube. YouTube should censor that stuff. That's what they want. That's what they want. This is your far left. Censor what the other people are saying. Censor them. Shut them up. They are not allowed to speak. They cannot have an opinion that's different than mine. They cannot think that TTSA is not doing any good. They cannot have that opinion of Lou Elizondo, Christopher Mellon, and Steve Justice. Who are they to have a brain? Who gave them the right? The First Amendment gave me the right, dick. And here, yeah, that's right. I'm calling you a name. You're calling me an idiot. You're saying that I shouldn't have a voice. I should be censored. Why should I be censored? But did that hurt? Did you feel those words, Joe? Did that hurt you? Grow up, man. And you guys are babies. Just pure. I know. I thought, and I asked people, am I the baby? What did I do wrong? I did nothing wrong. And I'm not in denial. It goes back from me going on Twitter, voicing my opinion about TTSA, and they didn't like it. So they attacked me. I just made a comment. I didn't attack anybody personally. I just responded like everybody else did to a tweet about TTSA. I put my opinion out. They don't want that. You cannot say that about Lou Elizondo. Who are you to say that about anything? You should be, I don't know, banned, censored. Oh my God, that's what they want to do. And that's what mainstream media does. They do not talk to the public for the truth. They're going to stick with that narrative, that far left way of thinking that shouldn't be in ufology at all. It's bad, it's poison, and we see a lot of fakery and bullshit coming from that side. It's just like trying to do what they're doing with the election. It's the same thing. All that evidence. But what do they do? They say they preach love and warmth and everything else, but they don't. We should censor you. I don't like you. Anybody who listens to Giordano is just as dumb as he is, he said in one of these tweets. I just don't understand why Dave Scott at SOR continues to have folks like Rich on his show. It lowers the quality of the spaced out radio product, in my opinion. Well, Joe, what happened before when you said you will never go on Dave's show because it's entertainment and you're not here for entertainment? Dave said the show was entertainment, and it is, because he doesn't do anything that's coming out right away. You know, it's always planned a month down the road. So there's not really any breaking news stories that are happening there. So you'd have to say more or less it is entertainment. But it's also information. What's the matter? Don't like the way I talk? Turn the channel. Don't associate yourself with them. That's right. Just listen to your half and your beliefs. I listen to theirs. I went on a show that you were on, and I don't like you. They started the whole thing because they didn't like what I said. You saw it here. Censor that stuff. Censor Rich Giordano. Yeah. Now the Out There channel says I called him a pedophile, and he says you have a link. Yeah, I never said that. I don't stoop that low. That's the whole thing. I don't stoop that low. I don't do that. It's bad. It's wrong. And that's one thing I think they don't give me any credit for, is that I always try to do the right thing, even though I'm speaking my mind and you don't like the way I do it. Well, I don't like the way you do it, but I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking them. I'm just commenting about the comments. I don't say you're a freaking idiot. I would never call anybody a pedo. It's just not my style. And if I did, tell me now if anybody knows when I ever did that. Now, I did it to people who were pedos. MUFON guy, Stan Romanek. That's it. I would never say that about Joe. That to me is just lowball shit. That's just not my style. And I would like to see that link too, Out There channel. I'd love to see that. Yeah, that's exactly right, Blue Chicken. But they watch every show. I know they do, because it's a small world, and I hear things from all sorts of people who have contacts with all sorts of people. When you're in the field 16, 17 years, you get a lot of connections. God almighty. Look, Joe is like, show me where. And he can't, because there isn't any. He says to the Out There channel, don't waste your time. I've seen, heard enough. Thanks for sharing. He's pathetic, meaning me. Well, I tell you what. Joe, please don't give Rich Giordano what he wants, Fiona Swan says. People like Rich want nothing more than to silence you. What? When did I ever say that? I just don't agree with what they're saying. They can speak all they want. I never said that they should be silenced. See? See how they are? See? They twist it. They're freaking liars. You know, here on my show, I would never tell anybody not to say anything. I may say that's wrong, that's not right, or here's what I think. And I'm pretty good about doing that. Saying, hey, look, I don't know if I'm right, but here's what I know from all the years I've been doing this, and the patterns I've seen, and the people that have come and gone, and the stories, and this and that and the other thing. They've only been in the field a couple of years. They haven't even seen one pattern yet. They just saw one. Yeah, the breakup of TTSA. For now, they'll be back. But this is it. And TTSA will go through this again until they're defunct. And that's going to happen within 3 years. I thought they would just defunct now, just end it. If they're bleeding money, like supposedly I heard, why not just cut it off? Let me see. She says it takes 30 seconds to see he could be related to men like Donald Trump. God, I hope so. What an awful man. See, this is why I didn't watch this and read all this. Yes, stay far away from him, but don't stop anything else. We need you. Joe Murgia, thanks. I always have my own underutilized YouTube channel and Twitter to speak my mind. I want to do more YouTubes, but also want to do them live so people can interact. Now, me following through is another story. Yeah, that's right. You don't follow through, Murge. Yeah, well, we're not really talking about Silva, huh? I thought he was in on this. I guess not. Maybe he's UFO Joe? No, he's not. He's not. Yeah. As Giordano noted, I put out an article every 5 months. True. Every 3 to 5. Unbelievable. Is there more? Yeah, probably. Yeah, there's a bunch of them here. Anyway. Oh, Danny Silva. Let's see. Another positive thing about Lou, Chris, and Steve leaving is we are again diversifying the disclosure movement. We have all our eggs in a few baskets when we could have them in more. I have a lot of love for Putoff, Semivan, and Tom DeLonge. Yeah. Best case scenario, everyone succeeds on their own. Who succeeded? They didn't succeed. See, this is where I disagree, and they'll tell me I'm wrong. Well, they got this document, they posted the videos, they've got mainstream media, and what else? What else? What else? What else? Who else? Huh? Huh. What's that? Yeah? All right. Hold on. Let me pull it up. It's just weird. They have their own way of thinking, and I just see that the reason I told you a little bit of history of myself, because they don't know anything about me. They don't know. Not that I have to prove anything to anybody, I don't think. It's just the reason this is being an issue is because this is all going on, you know. I know. I did my show because he attacked me on the Grant Cameron show by throwing my name into the basket of other people that Dave Scott should not have on his show. And they were basically taking pop shots at me. 3 guys. And the other guy, Dave Altman or Alan, whatever his fruity name is. I don't, I wasn't there. So he throws my name out there without me being there to back myself up. Class act. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. I'm really getting sick of this Twitter. So I scrolled down to get to more, and it pushed me all the way back up. And I'm scrolling back down, and it's taken me a while to get there. I don't see how they could be really upset with me. I don't get it. No, I really don't. I don't understand. This is the problem. I don't understand. They attacked me. I'm just responding. And now I'm going back to day one when I posted, oh, come on. You believe Tom DeLonge TTSA? Oh, shut up, Giordano. Why don't you go, or GUFON? Why don't you go back to your little rock underneath your rock or whatever? That was the reply I got from, I don't remember who, but I won't forget the tweet. For some reason, I think it was Christopher Wolford. He was a real antagonist in the beginning when they came around. He's had a lot of problems, so I don't know. He's still around, but I don't think he's getting edgy with anybody. And I don't mean to be. We've changed things around here. I'm trying to be more open-minded and more forgiving to the people who have these grandiose stories, just so they can tell their story. I think, I think I should do it. And I will critique them and say, look, I don't know what happened to you. The typical routine, nothing offensive, nothing that's going to make anybody mad except them. That's the way I do it. That's what I say. Now, I know they're going to look for tweets. They're probably looking for tweets of me being a dick, but that's probably because I'm reacting to them being a dick, but they won't show you that. Mark my words. Matter of fact, unless something major happens, who really gives a shit anymore about Twitter? Maybe we'll do an update to see what's going on once a month. But, I know I've done 3 discussions on it, but I just think it's phenomenal that they're talking about me like I'm a major impact person here. Like I have will to change your mind. I hope I cannot change your mind. I just want you to hear what I think. And if you agree, then, we'll share a story. We'll swap stories and talk about things that we feel similar on. I don't care if you like TTSA. You know what? Osvaldo Franco's been on this show, and I was on another show with him on Alien Addict. We discussed it. We didn't agree with each other. I mean, he was telling me, come on, Rich, Dark Hour was there towards the end. And he was upset. And at the end, everybody was fine. I mean, we laughed a little bit. But I don't dislike Osvaldo Franco for being a huge TTSA supporter. He makes some good points. And he said we made some good points. That's the way it is. But Joe Murgia and apparently Danny Silva do not want anybody to have a point that's different from theirs. There's no way I could be right. No way. No way in those 3 videos is that gimbal a drone. There's no way, they said. No way. I think it is. I really do. You don't think the pilots would know the difference? Guys, and nobody's talking about this, right? Nobody's bringing this up. I just cracked the case wide open why it's a fake. The whole TTSA 3 videos thing is bullshit. You want to hear why? I can't believe I just figured it out. Let me think this through. Did I? Hold on. Okay, wait. So I think I may have cracked it open. Maybe not. Hold on. So if there's a video and he's on the bad video, so why haven't we seen that video? More of them over there. Maybe I didn't crack the case. Damn it. I was trying to think, all right, there's this video, several minutes of clear video before they turned on the FLIR camera. Right? We can't see what those are. Can anybody say no? Even Joe Murgia and Danny Silva said, we can't tell what those objects are. But so why are they getting so mad? You see? I don't get it. So then I have to think, like, why are these guys so invested in TTSA this way? I mean, I have my beliefs, but I'm not going to die on my sword for them like these guys are acting. It's really weird. But I'm the immature one. I'm bad for ufology. I don't see how I could be bad. I don't see how. I really don't. I don't feel that Lou Elizondo has done more than me in ufology. I don't know what he did in the government. As far as I know, He just sat on his ass on the internet all day getting a paycheck. No, under ATIP or OSAP or whatever. I don't know what the guy did. But TTSA wants and needs funding, I think. If they're bleeding money, and even Bob McGuire said, and he's a strong TTSA supporter, said that if they're bleeding money, Tom DeLonge was paying. I mean, he's the one who brought it up. Why don't they just go defunct? If they're doing such a good job, why aren't they getting the funding from the public? Where's that support that people believe in you? Where's that support that's going to keep you going? If that's true and they're bleeding money, it's almost over. Unless they get funding from the government, which takes us to Rubio signing that deal, right? To get that funding. I can't remember the name of the thing, to get it passed so they can get funding, right? Yeah, they bamboozled Rubio and other people to get that thing. Well, we don't know if it'll go through, right? Did it go through? I didn't think so. Not yet. Doesn't it make sense? How can I can't put it any other way. I don't know. It's a scam. Walter, you're right. It's a scam. So why are they so invested? Why? I don't understand what I did. Oh, I know. I may have told the truth without even knowing it. And I did call them out. DJ, thanks. I'm sorry, guys. I know. We're done. We're done talking about it. I thought it was a lot worse. Hey, I don't have time to bleed. Mr. DB Cooper 77 with the super chat for $10. Thank you very much, Mr. DB Cooper 77. I don't have time to bleed. Yes, Jerry Ventura from Predator. You're bleeding. Are you okay? I ain't got time to bleed. No, he didn't say it like that. I ain't got time to bleed, brother. No, that's Hulk. And now I can't do it anymore. But thank you very much, Mr. Generoso. The $10. It's been a nice night. Right? So, anyway, look. I don't know what else to tell anybody. I don't know what else to say. But I've been talking for an hour about the same thing, and I don't know how it was an hour. I can't believe I talked for an hour. I only slotted this for 30 minutes, and I just don't know what I'm doing. What have I done for ufology? It's hard, but because a lot of the stuff I did in the beginning's gone because the website went down. I want to put it back together. I can get it all up again, all the hard work and all that stuff. But as you know, I'm working on third phase and GUFON, and I've got 3 projects now that are in the queue that I'm working on. So to go to my stuff, yeah, I could probably squeeze it in if I mean, 2 hours, 3 hours, I could have a few videos ready. Yeah. So maybe tomorrow or the next day for sure. Okay. So maybe I'll start doing that. The thing is, the quality's awful. It's from mostly high 8. And when you look at high 8 on a high def television, it looks worse than it does when it was on the regular TV. It's weird. It's not designed for the flat screen experience. Anyway. So anyway, today, I went to the wedding. Nobody wore masks, just me and my nephew. And I said, mark down today. I'm going to catch it. We'll see how that plays off. I think I may have it. For real. I'm not even joking. I've been feeling worse and worse as the day's gone on. So let's hope not. Now, there was a lady who was at the wedding. She had it. And it's now a month since she had it, and she still can't smell or taste anything. And she's telling my nephew, you don't need to wear your mask. You know, it's fine. We're all fine. He's like, that's okay. He didn't want to eat anything. He didn't want to take that mask off. But meanwhile, you can see holes on the side, you know, those blue masks. They don't really do anything, in my opinion. The blue and white ones that they give out. Piece of crap. Well, anyway, that's what's going on in Twitter. There's now I'm looking for more tweets as I was talking to you. And there was supposed to be a lot. I was said there's a lot. I don't see anything but what I just went over with. I don't know. Maybe I'm not finding it. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Maybe I'm not threading it through, but Jesus, man, I don't see it. No. This is very bizarre. So all these tweets, I can't find them. He may have deleted a bunch of them. May have deleted a bunch. And supposedly they were supposed to be pretty bad. This wasn't that bad. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest with you. Yeah, pretty much. Because here I am, and there's only a couple of them. I bet you he removed a bunch. He had to have. I had somebody else go check after I heard from my source. They came back 5 minutes later, said, yeah, there's a lot of tweets, and they're mostly about you. I really don't even see anything about Dave. Other than that, Dave shouldn't have these people on the show. All right, I know, we're done. All right, let's get to some UFO sightings. Let's turn this show upside down right now. Good night. Say good night, Twitter. Good night. You can go now. We're done talking about you. We'll go ahead and go complain. Unbelievable. For people who started. See, that's what they do. They switch everything around, make it look like you started it. You're the antagonizer. It's bullshit. That's why I talk instead of tweet. That's why I do both. They're just lame. That's the thing. We're never going to get past, but we're never going to agree with them. It just won't happen. And that is fine. But my God, attack me when I'm not even on the show with under your breath comments. Lou Elizondo has saved more lives than anybody on this panel. Or risked his life, Danny Silva says. Lou Elizondo risked his life more than anybody on this panel, which was meaning me at that time, that day. In ufology, or is he talking about in battle? Yeah, well, Lou's a hero that way. Thank you for your service. What do you want me to say? No, I save more lives. Because if Danny Silva thinks that's going to be a ufology question on Jeopardy, who saved more lives in ufology? Who is nobody? Because maybe it's the other way around. If he was the MIB, Phil Schneider. What if Lou? Because that's the rumor going around. Lou is a real MIB. I don't buy it. Yeah, I do. He could be. He could be. Yeah. He could be a real Men in Black. For real. I believe he could be. Absolutely, without a doubt. Would you think Christopher Mellon could be? He'd be the brains of the operation, but he wouldn't be there. He wouldn't be on scene for that. We'll call it a Phil Schneider then. That's what it is from here on out. You know what I mean when I say Phil Schneider? Okay. Then you know what I mean. Okay. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure you get it. All right. Hold on, guys. I keep going down to OBS and I keep forgetting I'm in Spreaker. StreamYard. Loser! All right, so we're done with them. So let's do this. Let's change things up. There we go. The GUFON logo. That's the new thumbnail there, yep. For the background anyway. So this video is going viral for some reason. A little bit. Not viral. It went mini viral. I don't see how. So we are now back into this reality, guys. Here we go in 3, 2. Oh yeah, it won't work here. Go.
A resident in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia managed to capture a video of a strange object descending from the sky. After posting it on social media, people started to give their opinions on what they thought the object was. Some suggested that the object is an unidentified flying object, while others said it could be a plane. However, some couldn't seem to agree on the shape of the object, with one person saying the object looked like a large cigar, while others said it was far too big to be a plane. One person said that going back a while ago...
All right, 45 seconds. Does anybody want to take a guess at what this is? Is it a UFO, a meteor, or an airplane? Excuse me. Anybody? Lou was a counterintelligence agent. Never believe anything he says. Yeah, a professional liar. Exactly. That's what he was. Counterintelligence. He was paid to lie to the enemy to get intelligence. Take out the enemy. Capiche? Hey, it's a one capiche show. Finally. Anyway, this is an airplane. Obviously, we've got 2 jets. You know what I mean. 2 engines. 2
there was
thrusts.
a UFO.
And I just don't understand why, after 15 years, we're back to square one. Come on. Come on, guys. We got to stop it. Hey, Mr. DB Cooper says, for $5 super chat, I blame Skinny Bomb and Zach Diecast Monsu equally for everything. For a $5 super chat, thank you, Mr. DB Cooper 77. Appreciate your generosity. Il generoso. So that's what's going on here. I think there were different camera angles, but that's not going down. I know it looks like it's falling to Earth, but it's not. It's the illusion of the clouds. It's tricking you. These lines, they're all confusing your brain. It's making it look like it's going down. The different shade from this to this to this. It's an illusion. I promise. I would never steer you wrong, my people. My GUFOnians. I would never, ever, ever. Look, it's even left its contrail or smoke trail behind. Yes, yes, that is true. I don't understand. What are these? Are these other UFOs following behind? No. It's the cloud breaking up. Let's go to another one, huh? Oh, here's a nice redo on the Phoenix Lights. Chuck Reardon, Phoenix Lights video stabilized. But Chuck Reardon. These are stabilized. This I think I've seen this before, but not with GUFON. You're going to like this. You're going to see. I want you to tell me what you think this is if I could speak. Why am I yelling? Red Bull. So this is stabilized, guys. No shake. So let's take a look. People are saying these are UFOs. This is a big craft. And they say that these lights are in a perfect straight line. Really? 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 That goes up. Really? This one comes down a little bit. This one goes at an up angle a little bit. This one goes up. This one goes up. Oh, that one goes down. Really? Perfect straight line. A perfectly straight line. That's what they're telling us. What am I, a monkey? What am I, a monkey? Yeah, I'm going to believe that? Come on. It looks like flares because it is flares. Why am I yelling? Stop yelling. Anyway, I thought this would be interesting to show you. You know, when my voice goes up like that, it means something. Yeah. Good night, Twitter. It's okay. You don't have to stay. I'm not going to talk about you. Like I said, I'm done with you. It's up to you. Balls are in your court, not in your shorts. Look, they're drifting. It's weird. I never noticed that before. Look how it drifted. Flares, watch in the beginning. Oh, is it the same? Is it the same? Could I be wrong? I would love to be wrong. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm right. They're drifting a little bit. Up, down. This is not a straight line. It's crooked. Oh, they're going out. They're just now. If there was a daytime overlay, like on the TV show they did, you would see the mountains there. And as the lights go out, it's because they're flares falling behind the peaks of this mountain. And you can see the taller peaks block out the lights in the way they go out. It's pretty good debunk. Yeah, interesting. All right, let's move along. So, here's an interesting video. Strange lights over Israel. It's real. Yeah. Let's get this one going. This one is from the Third Eye. It's a good, interesting video. Good, interesting, I said. Whoa, that's like Sholo. Holy crap. Look at these blinking. Oh, looks like balloons. Wow, that's wild. That looks like the Sholo sighting. Wait a minute. That looks like Sholo, Arizona. We got to pull up Sholo. Yeah, because that's the same UFOs. Unless we find out those are balloons or Chinese lanterns. It looks like it's probably balloons or balloons with LED lights on them, right? What happened? Oh, I got to go to videos. Okay, here we go. Wow. That's a lot of UFOs if that's real. That is some serious UFO activity. Why can't I find it? What was it? Oh, here it is. Nope, that's Ohio. We got it. Mile Wide Craft over Sholo.
Yeah. Reported seeing a mysterious object over Arizona last month, we have learned. The exchange with air traffic control sounded like something out of the Twilight Zone.
We have special correspondent Doc Skinner on the ground to investigate the recent sighting in Sholo, Arizona.
Was anybody above us that passed us like 30 seconds ago?
Or 71 Papa Golf negative.
Okay. A UFO.
Special correspondent Doc Skinner for Third Phase of Moon reaches out to the public in regards.
Let's not forget, a lot of people think that they're Chinese lanterns or something that's mundane. But why would pilots call in if they saw a UFO? I'm sorry, if they saw balloons or, you know what I mean? Why would pilots do that? They would you would think they would know the difference, right, between Chinese lanterns and real UFOs. All right. It's an interest. Sholo is more interesting than I think people realize, because the rumor is that it's possible Chinese lanterns. They don't look like Chinese lanterns. You'll see here in a second. And
To the event.
and people said that they saw what looked like to be one big ship. I don't know. It's weird though. Here's the guy who captured it.
The event at the wedding, Doc Skinner and Richard Giordano want to get the opinions from the public
All right,
of what
already.
they think of this video.
Okay,
Doc
thank you.
Skinner reaches out to the townfolk of Sholo, Arizona to get their opinions of what just happened over their skies.
They only got one sky. Oh. CBD
My name
infusion.
is Derek Simmons. I'm the
All
program
right, let's get
director
to the
here
video.
at White Mountain Radio.
Hi, I'm Mike Bosley, and
These guys
I'm
are
an owner
great.
Of a
They came
small-town
down.
coffee shop.
They came down to the coffee shop where I interviewed the bride and groom's mother and the groom's father. I don't know, something like that. The bride's mother, father. It was the in-laws. Yeah, that's what it was. All right, here's the comparison now. Finally, I got to it 8 minutes later.
As it happened.
Similar, right?
Okay, what the hell is that?
That's not Chinese lanterns, though. That looks like one ship.
Turn the
right
music
there.
off.
I don't know. This is one of the best sightings
my
you've
God.
ever seen. I'm sure of it.
That's crazy.
I just noticed it. Look at
How
the
could
whole
you
clock.
not?
Does anybody have a really good camera? I have
Good.
one for you, baby.
Now it starts blinking. I don't understand.
Hey, my name's Robert. I've owned this house for about 3 years or so. Kind of grew
Nice.
up here up in the mountains, and yeah, we were just hanging out. And Saturday,
All right, so you saw those lights. Similar, right? Look how they jingle jangle. Oh, come on, Rich. Right? Wait, what happened? What did I do? Oh, what happened? Oh, it jumped off. What did it? Here it is. See how they're glittering on the left? That happens on the right now. See that? Now watch it. Oh, I guess we didn't see it. Phoenix lights. Anyway. And that one in Israel's up. I mean, watch this. Same thing happens. They start to glitter. I'll blow it up. Same thing. See? Anyway, it's very similar. Very similar. Pretty cool stuff. I'm not sure, man. I really don't know. I know people want to say it's definitely balloons or whatever, but this is what I'm learning. Not everything has a definite answer. You know? I'm not saying I'm learning it. It's just like I'm trying to be open-minded more than anything, but I'm not going to open up that much. You know? I'm not going to go crazy. Can I do that? No, it doesn't help. They're both small. I'm trying out something new for you guys, trying to split screen here. We weren't able to do stuff like this before. It would shut down. See the sparkling right there. Look at the sparkling. It almost looks like a drone show on the left. I don't know, guys. Anyway, food for what? Thought. That's right. Very good, class. It's very, very good class today. Thanks, Jaime. You're in a good mood today. I had a Red Bull and I never had one. It's good. I know. It's really good. I like the Red Bull. I like all of those drinks. All right, next we've got, okay, it's not like I was talking or something. All right, I wasn't going to play this, but I might as well. So, you know, there was that explosion that happened in Nashville, Christmas Day. Very strange events are unraveling with this now possible either a radar, what do they call it? What are those guns? Not a rail gun. It could be some sort of laser radio wave gun. What do they call those things? It could be one of those, the same ones that were used on 9/11 that made that steel spire turn to dust right in front of your eyes. And you know what lies? Your eyes always lie. Come on, man. You know this stuff is out there. It's real. This isn't fake. The video has not been altered. What you are about to see is real.
Something streams up in the air, and then this.
So if you know the story of what happened, I'll play it again. There was an RV that was seen on cameras, security cameras, and there was a message that started playing. Please evacuate the area. This vehicle will explode in 15 minutes, something to that effect. And it did, so they say. But then we see video from 3-4 different locations of the explosion. But in this one video, you see what looks like some sort of radio wave direct energy weapon, Joshua Morphew. This energy weapon. But why here? Why in Nashville? Misfire. No, because they had the announcement going off. They blew up that truck. Oh, that's what they were doing. But why do it to poor Nashville? What'd they do? It doesn't make sense. Why? Just, if they're going to practice anything, do it in the desert. That's why this must be some rogue shit that's going on. Or it's China. Or Russia. Yes. Let's watch this video. I'm baffled.
Now, the perspective is something streams up in the air, and then this. Now, the perspective is something streams up in the air, and then this.
You see
now,
it?
The perspective is something streams
right
up
there.
in the air, and then this.
And then it blows up. Watch, it'll happen again. Something in the air, then you
now,
see a
the
puff.
Perspective is something streams
right
up
there.
in the air, and then this.
Did somebody launch a bottle rocket? Did somebody do something
now,
nefarious?
The perspective is something streams up in the air, and then this.
Okay, we get it there, Jocko. All right, guy. Wild, right? I think I have some video. I I think I have some video. I said, I think I have the video. I got it. Oh, here it is. So here's some interesting details. At least 3 injured in explosion. What is this? It looks like some sort of rotary blade. And what is this? What the frig is this thing? Elevator piston blown out from underground Nashville bombing. Elevator shaft blown out on sidewalk of underground service elevators. Explosion came from under the street. That makes sense. The RV was put there to cover it up and issue warning. What was it? Oh my God, this is crazy. Should be easy for them to capture everything since there is a dome camera right there. If they reused the show, they would know that it wasn't slow cam. Okay. A camera could have captured the RV's number plate. If that, it could have been used in place without plates. Hell yeah. Talent Center should have been like cameras all over the place. So did the Pentagon. Wow. Holy crap. That second and one, there wasn't the big ass jet that hit the Pentagon. Okay, no, I'm not talking about 9/11. What does this mean? Oh my God. So it came out of there. That makes sense. But wait a minute. So if it popped up out of there, the RV was in the road. I'm a little bit confused. They would have had to have parked it on here. Elevator shafts blown out on sidewalk of underground service elevator. Explosion came from under the street. So maybe the RV was put there to cover it up and issue a warning. Oh, I don't know where, but wow. Wow. All kinds of theories, no doubt. Right? Hold on. Yeah, the AT&T building next to the truck was raided. They apparently had millions of intelligence voice recordings there. No. Gene Ward. That's why that AT&T building, that's why they placed it in front of there. So wait. So the AT&T, they were recording messages from all of us. I don't think it did any damage to take care of that, do you? I don't think that damage was bad enough. That was a major explosion, but I don't think it worked. Oh, it got raided. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see. The AT&T building next to the truck was raided. So they didn't want people to know that it was raided and damaged and ripped to pieces. So they blew up the freaking block and got rid of people so nobody would get killed. This is nuts. Do you know how insane this is? Oh my God. I don't know if that's true, but I like that. There was the attack in Vegas on the country music. Yeah, right. And now Nashville. Yeah. Most country music people are Republicans. But I don't know if that's the case, but it would probably make them push the button a little quicker, if you know what I mean, instead of like, well, they are Democrats, maybe we shouldn't. Yeah, maybe you're right. Instead of, well, they're Republicans. Fuck. You got to hit the button, hit the button, hit the button, hit the button. Machu Picchu, hit the button. Machu Picchu, hit the button. Let's see, what else you guys saying? Okay then. Do you know it was? Wait. You know it was raised? That's kind of a lot to hide. That's not true. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just I haven't done any research into it because I said I wasn't going to cover it. It's not part of a UFO channel. But I am conspiratorial and ghostly spiritually as well. So what do you want? I do it all. It's okay, Twitter. You can go home now. It's okay. You don't have to stay here. I said I wasn't going to talk about you anymore. Let's see if there's any UFO sightings here. No. Unbelievable. That's crazy. All right, let's see. What? Yeah, I'm getting. I don't know. I'm trying to think. There was a video that was sent to me of this lady who took the Vex, and she wound up getting a disease. Not, is it Hodgkin's? Something happened to her, and her face, half of her face, 2-3 days later, got messed up, and now she has this disease. That's the video that was sent to me of her talking about what happened. I'm not going to play it. I'm just telling you, it's one person. My question is, hey, when 100 people come out with videos that something happened because of that, because people are going to have a reaction to a foreign substance being put into their body. We are all built up of the same thing, but there's flaws. And not everybody can fight everything. So I was on Grant Cameron's page, his Facebook, and came across some interesting documents that he has on there for the public to see. And this is one of them. Yeah, we're going to get into a little bit of ufology, right? It's a Sunday show. Monday through Friday is different than today and Saturday. A little different. I'm going to leave Saturday and Sunday shows because mostly it's just Saturday. But we took Christmas off, so I'm doing Sunday. But Monday through Friday is more nothing about me, really. I'm going to do that. We're changing things a little bit. But if I have a beef with anything, it might have to wait until the weekend. Or talk about non-UFO stuff, non-paranormal stuff. But this is conspiratorial stuff. I got to talk about it. Why can't I open this up, man? I'm on the page, right? And I can't even read it. It's so small. I'll show you. Keep going to OBS. This is what I got. I click on there, nothing. Let's see. Can we open it up? I'll have to save it and then open it up. All right. Doesn't really matter. So let's open it up. Is this it? I don't know which one it is. Is this it? Today's 27th, 9:44. What's all this stuff? Yep, that's it. Hold on. I don't want anything to pop up that shouldn't. Hold on here. Here it is, I think. Just open it. Let's open it up on Notepad. Thank you. All these files from that download. This is crazy. Not one of them is, I can't read anything from this file. Well, I tell you what I'll do. Come on. All right, here we go. I'll just pull it up on his page and read it. I'll bring it over. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Who's this? Zappa on UFOs. Cool. Hey, man. Zap is cool. Shania Twain? What the hell is going on? No. No. By the way, I'm not a big Rob Freeman. Okay, here we go. So the one I'm looking at now, it doesn't really matter because you can't see it, but looks like it's this one. Can you? This is great. How embarrassing. Just a quick note to ask, the UFO over Cuba case that we discussed, this is to Mr. Drager. And to say thank you both for doing your homework before our interview and for telling me and writing out your interesting story. I do hope that some good may have come from your contact with Mr. Bode. I don't know whether you kept a carbon of what you wrote, but I will try to be self-contained in my questions. Did your base pick up the UFO on radar and the Cuban aircraft, or was the contact strictly voice over listening? 2, if it was picked up by radar as well, was there anything interesting on radar just before or after the explosion of the MiG-21? I am wondering about special electromagnetic effects, such as might have been produced by laser weapons, charged particle beams, etc. 3, at what time of day did the event take place? The point here is whether the MIGs had a good view of the bogey or only saw lighted something. Your use of the term metallic sphere suggests daylight. 4, did the pilots actually use the term sphere, or did they say round? Could it have been oval or disc-shaped? Did they say anything about protuberances, domes, etc.? 5, did they give any estimate of size, say, by comparison with airplanes? 6, when the MIGs were within 5 kilometers of the bogey, were they headed towards each other, or was the bogey leading the MiGs? Rate of closure is what I'm looking for here. 7, you wrote 10,000 meters and at a speed approaching Mach. Did you mean Mach 1 or what? Any idea how fast the MiGs were going as they approached? 8, was there any indication of abrupt changes in velocity or trajectory of the bogey? For example, in going from 10,000 meters to 30,000, did it go practically straight up or gradually climb? 9, was there any indication that other listening or radar posts caught the same bogey either before it crossed over Cuba or after it left? 10, any estimate of the total time of the event involving the Cubans? I am assuming that the MiGs were on the ground when the things began. That bogey was some distance, away when they first picked it up. 11, you wrote receipt of such a report. However, we didn't, and therefore we sent a follow-up report. I am presuming the first we should have been a they, right? 12, can you recall whether the report of your group was sent to anybody else besides NSA, such as CIA, NRO, DIA, OSI, etc., or any place else? People are getting lucky about getting documents released through Freedom of Information requests if they can pinpoint details. 13, any way to pin the date down even more closely than March 1967? Perhaps day of the week or closeness to Easter, whatever. 14, you mentioned that pilots were equipped with cameras to photograph UFOs. Can you elaborate on this? Pilots of what kind of planes? Interceptors? Strictly recon? What happened to the pictures? Can you describe any? How was it you managed to see the pictures? 15, do you recall any specific documents spelling out procedures and security regulations about UFO intercepts, radar tracking, etc.? 16, any idea how any persons were aware of the described event on a first-hand basis by being present while you were listening or hearing the tapes or whatever? Also, how many would have known about soon via a normal discussion and exchange with those on duty. My concern is whether any publicity to this case would automatically pinpoint you as a source. 17. Is there any possibility that you can recall the names and perhaps locations of anybody else who might be able to confirm your story? My problem here is not that I don't believe you are telling the truth, but if I didn't so believe, I wouldn't do anything more about it. But the possibility of a completely independent description from someone else not knowing what you have told me? 18. One reason for wanting as much information as possible is that this case sounds like a great one for dramatization. How old were you? What rank? Which language? And etc. I have surprised myself by asking for so many answers and realized that I am imposing on you, though I suspect you are a much better typist than I am. Well, obviously, I would be interested in any other UFO sightings you can recall first or secondhand. I am enclosing a stamped addressed envelope to facilitate your reply by the number if you wish. If you happen to see any newspaper article about my lecturer, especially by boat, perhaps you could include a copy. Sincerely and gratefully, Stan Friedman. And what was that all about, you ask? It was UFO disclosure and the latest development? No. Here is the second document? No. What was it about, Grant? Can we go back a page? It's not working. Let's try it over here. This is another document. Oh, it's just documents people probably haven't seen. So I guess he was investigating a UFO in March of 67. The 6947 Security Squadron, based with the Boca Chica Naval Air Station near Key West, Florida, recorded this event. The mission of the 6947th is the monitoring of all Cuban military communications. Cuban radar installations reported a bogey approaching the Cuban landmass from the northeast. MiG-21 interceptors were scrambled when the bogey crossed Cuban airspace at an altitude of approximately 10,000 meters, that's 30,000 feet, approximately, and at a speed approaching Mach, nobody knows. The interceptors were directed to the bogey by the Cuban ground control intercept and were guided to within 5 kilometers of the object. The wing leader reported the object was a bright metallic sphere with no visible markings or appendages. After a futile attempt to contact the object for identification, Cuban Air Defense Headquarters ordered the wing leader to arm his weapons and destroy the object. The wing leader reported his missiles armed and his radar locked on. Seconds later, the wingman began screaming to the ground controller that the wing leader's aircraft had exploded. After regaining his composure, he further reported that there was no smoke or flame. The aircraft had disintegrated. Cuban radar reported that the object quickly accelerated and climbed beyond 30,000 meters, and at last report was headed south-southeast toward South America. A spot report was sent to the National Security Agency headquarters, which is a standard procedure in any case involving aircraft loss by an enemy country. NSA is required to acknowledge receipt of such a report. However, they didn't, and therefore we sent a follow-up report. Within hours, we received orders to ship all tapes and pertinent intelligence to the agency and were told to list the incident in the squadron files as aircraft loss due to equipment malfunction. The UFO blew the hell out of the MiG. Received by Stanton T. Friedman, October 27, 1977, from writer who was described as firsthand experience. Numerous questions have been asked, and that's what I read before. Wow. Typical, it's in Stanton Friedman's handwriting, and he initialed it. Typical indication of cover-up. I have obtained much more info. Wow. There was no smoke or flame. It disintegrated. Wow. That is some report. Good golly. Man, that's amazing stuff. It really is. Amazing. It really is. It's good. What's this? Nah, we don't need that. What is it? What time? It's time to go? Yeah, it is. Well, I didn't think we'd be going this long, but I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. It was a pleasure doing business with you, as always. And we'll be back tomorrow, Monday. Scared the hell out of me. Is that loud? I can't see anything on Oh my God, did I get a super chat? $50. Who's that? Charlie Rivers. $50. Hey, stop the music. Stop the music. Why can't I stop it? Something's wrong. Okay, thank you. Really, that is just unreal. I want to put it on the screen. There it is. Thank you very much, Mr. Rivers. That is really phenomenal. Very generous of you. I appreciate it. I will keep up the good work, he says. Keep up the good work, brother, from Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you. God, I feel like a heel. I didn't see it for 10 minutes almost because I was reading. I didn't see the screen. See this? I look like I'm dead. I'm not really. It's just a weird light tonight. I don't know what happened. I look like I'm dead. Thank you, Charlie Rivers. I will. Thank you. My God, I did not. I saw the red at the top. And I was like, wait a minute. Oh my God, it's $50. Thank you. It amazes me every time. It does. What? Yep. Thank you, B Baker. I know. I wish you could turn yours a different color. I wish my moderators on StreamYard had a different color. Just for me. You don't have to see it. But that would mean that I'm going to write them about that. I think that would be cool because I can't tell who my moderators are. But when I'm on OBS, I can see the chat room's different. It's what you see, and you're blue. I don't get that on StreamYard. On StreamYard, everything is the same color, white. It's very racist. But we will be back tomorrow. 10 Eastern, thank you, Charlie Rivers. We'll be back 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. Third phase, we'll have a video later. I don't know when, in a few hours. It'll take me a while, maybe tomorrow morning. I got a lot going on tomorrow, so you'll see a lot of stuff coming up on third phase. Third phase of Moon may have a video later. Don't forget that they're, I forgot about their video. I forgot to play their, what do you call it? Their movie. They got the documentary coming out. February 16th. I'll put the link in the description so you can watch the trailer. What is it? Unidentified? No. What is it? It starts with a U. I can't remember. I have a real problem with remembering the name of it. Why is that? No, it's so weird. All right. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, super chatters and veterans and newcomers alike. You all have a great evening. And don't forget, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. And that means you ain't looking out for ufology. Right. Have a good night, everybody.
I don't care if he does find me gone.
See, you should have turned it up. Now I got to go in here.
Everyone says he's a wicked man. What about it? Who wants to be good if being good is singing hymns and praying all day long? He's doing what's best for us, I'm sure. It might be best for you. It's not for me. I'm going, and you might as well stop arguing about it. And I warn you, if you dare tell on me, Frida, you know I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you. You know what will happen if you do? Stop it, you're hurting me. Not half as much as I will if you don't keep quiet.